Hello. Today here I am to discuss on a political topic, that is political thoughts of Karl Marx. So let's begin. First of all, we will see the main ideas of Karl Marx. So class struggle, first point is class struggle. Marx believed that society is divided into two main classes, bourgeoisie and the proletariat, one comprising capitalists and the other one workers. The bourgeoisie exploit the proletariat, while the proletariat are forced to work for low wages. So the problem begins here. Then second point, critic of capitalism. Marx argued that capitalism is a system that exploits workers and creates inequality in the society. He believed that capitalism is based on the principle of profit over people and that it leads to the alienation of workers from their labor. So he was against capitalism. Now, the third point is communism. Marx believed that communism is a system in which the means of production are owned collectively and in which there is no private property. He argued that communism would lead to a more equal and just society. So, the solution to the problem, this social divide in the society, was just communism, according to the Marx. According to Marx. So, the fourth point is scientific socialism. He was in favor of scientific socialism. Marx believed that socialism should be based on scientific principles rather than on utopian or idealistic notions. So he was against all such utopian or idealistic notions. He argued that socialism should be based on a thorough understanding of the laws of history and the development of society. So he laid emphasis on the practical aspect of socialism, not idealistic aspect of socialism. So now let's discuss key concepts of Marx philosophy, Marx political ideology. So the first one is alienation. Marx believed that capitalism leads to the alienation of workers from their labor, from their fellow workers, and from their humanity. So capitalism was not good in any way. So he devoid ones of its humanity, according to Marx. The second point is exploitation. So it is the root cause of exploitation that is prevalent in the society. Marx argued that capitalism is based on the exploitation of workers by capitalists who pay workers less than the value of their labor. So the whole system of capitalism is based on the concept of exploitation of one individual by another one. So that's why he was against capitalism. The third point, false consciousness. Marx believed that the ruling class uses ideology and propaganda to create a false consciousness among workers, which prevents them from recognizing their true interest and exploiting their labor. So the ignorance is prevalent therein capitalistic society by just keeping them ignorant, keeping the labor class ignorant. The capitalist exploits a labor class populated in capitalist society. So it was the belief of Karl Marx. So he was against this system. Then historical materialism. Marx believed that history is shaped by the conflict between different social classes and that the development of society is determined by the development of the means of production. So this is the last point. Now come to the influential works written by Karl Marx. So let's discuss his main creations. The Communist Manifesto. It was published in 1848 and it was a great work of Marxist literature, you may say. It was a pamphlet that outlines the principle of communism and the goals of the communist movement. Das Kapital, it was another important book and it was published in 1867 and it was a comprehensive critique of capitalism and a detailed analysis of the laws of motion of the capital system. So we see comprehensive critique of capitalism and a detailed analysis of the law of the capitalist system. And the third important book is The German Ideology. It was published in 1846 and it is also a critique of the ideology of the ruling class and a defense of the principle of communism we can see here in this book. So now let's discuss the legacy of Karl Marx. So Marx's ideas have had a profound impact on modern politics and society. His critique of the his critique of capitalism and his advocacy of communism have inspired revolutionary movements and socialist government around the world. His ideas have also influenced fields such as sociology, economics, and philosophy, and continues to be studied and debated by the scholars and activists today. So Karl Marx is a great personality of his time and his impact on the society and the politics can be felt even today. So that's it for today. I will be again with you very soon with another important topic on contemporary politics